Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to Inner Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. You've got what you need inside you. It's not something outside of yourself. That's the key. It's inside you. It's a quality that you have. It's an ability that you have. And that's what you're being asked by Spirit to tap into and to see the value of right now. You don't have to look for anything outside of yourself. It's not something that you need to buy, something that you need to... I see you like looking in drawers and cabinets and it's not there. What's needed right now is inside yourself. And this could pertain to your wisdom, okay? Because I was grabbing my owl. Yeah. Wisdom. You have wisdom, a lot of deep wisdom inside you that's being called forth right now. And you're going to put it into action and it's going to make a huge change. It's going to create a huge change. I'm seeing a whirlwind of change because of your wisdom. Maybe it was something that you thought you didn't know, but you know exactly what's needed to be known. What you need to know is what you know. Okay, there's something here about codependency patterns. There could be someone in your life. You know what I'm getting is that if you've been doubting yourself, that doubt is not inherent inside of you. What's truly inside of you is wisdom. You know what you need to know, but there's somebody like weighing you down or trying to. They're trying to weigh you down. And the impact that this person has is that they leave, there's some kind of pattern of something that they do, and they might do this with other people as well, but they lead other people to think that whoever it is they're dealing with doesn't know what they really know. This person may have made you doubt your intuition. I'm getting the vibe of gaslighting. Like almost making you think that you're crazy and you know so much more than they know. And they know this. This person actually knows how wise you are. But they try to make you doubt your own wisdom because they're intimidated by it. And they feel like as long as you're doubting yourself, they can get away with whatever it is that they want to do. I saw all of that with this card. It's coming through. This is like Spirit is really like, look, you if you have been feeling this is just confirmation. Also, I was watching some Megatron videos just before I was getting ready for these readings, and that's what this reminds me of, like Decepticons, Megatron. That's the energy coming through this person. Like they want to, I'm hearing ransack your world. So they want to go through and determine what's useful for them, and anything that's not useful for them and the games that they play, they want to instill doubt in you about the value of those things within you, your wisdom, your intuition, because it doesn't serve them. What else is coming through here, Spirit? Please clarify this energy. Mentor. You're a mentor. You have the ability to be a mentor, a teacher. You have goddess energy, whether you're a male, female, non-binary. What else here, Spirit? What about this Samaritan, this person needs your help. Yeah, okay, so look, the codependency card came through, and look at this. You see how they're linked together? This person feels like they can't make it without you. And they're not the type of person that would come to you and be like, look, I need help. Because they know that you have help to give. You have wisdom. You have understanding. But they don't want to acknowledge that. They just want to siphon what they feel that they need from you. And they want to stay attached to you so that they can always get what they feel that they need. Wow. I'm getting that's how this person has played games since childhood. This is just how they roll, and this is who they are. What else, Spirit? Yeah, look. Wisdom was on the fence, so it's like they're trying to get you, and it was over there with mentor. They're trying to get you to doubt this inherent gift that you came into this lifetime with. Now, some of this wisdom you've gained because you study, you observe, okay? You're a very observant being. You notice things, but a lot of this wisdom, you just came here with it. I'm hearing you crack codes. Yeah, and your intuition. It was flipped over though. They don't even want you to see your intuition. They don't want you to recognize it. Because they know that it's a door that unlocks. It opens a door to an understanding of what they're up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, your intuition is the key to seeing through this person, and they know that. Also, this is Empress energy, fertility. Okay, there could be something here about creating life. Okay, close. What's coming through here, Spirit, for fertility? Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, Four of Wands. Please clarify this Page of Wands. Moon. The Empress, again. There's something here about okay, this is what's coming through. Take what resonates, but there's a fiery energy that you will give birth to, but Divine is saying that you are, if you are a female, if you are a woman, okay, you are meant, and take this if it resonates, okay, but you are meant to bring life into this world, okay? You are meant to bring life into this world, but there is something that is being prevented because there is someone that you are supposed to come into union with this Four of Wands, in order to bring this, it's a fiery energy, this Page of Wands, a child, to birth this life into this world, but it's something that's hidden because of worry. So you could be someone who's been trying to get pregnant, you've been trying to give birth. There could have been a lot of stress, a lot of emotional burden because of the interaction that you've experienced and the treatment that you've experienced with a certain partner. Okay? With this moon energy coming through, there is something that is remaining in the dark, okay, about this birth, about this birthing process, because of worry and excessive burden. I'm getting that with this 9 of Swords. Okay, yeah, with the 7 of Wands, it's like there's a blockage here. So it's almost as if there is life that is meant to come through you, or life that you're meant to experience. Now, you don't have to look at this as an actual child. You can see this as your fertility with your creative endeavors, okay? But you've got the Empress card here twice. You are meant to birth something. And you've got the Goddess Energy card, okay? So what's going on here is whoever this is that is trying to block your wisdom, your intuition, trying to get you to not see your own gifts, there is a level of fertility and creative energy inside you that is being blocked with this 7 of Wands, okay? It's almost as if it's a means of protection, because Divine is saying there are things that you're meant to experience and give life to, but you're meant to be in an environment that will nurture that life, okay? Because these things, whether it's a human being or whether it's a creative project that is meant to come through you, it will need a healthy environment in which to grow, in which to expand, in order to become its fullest self, okay? It's to achieve its potential of growth and expansion, okay? This person that is in your energy is creating a block from you experiencing that. But in a way, as long as that person is around, this is almost like divine protection, where, you know, if you have been trying to conceive with this person, whether it's conceiving an idea, a business, or a life with this person, it's almost as if your spirit is like putting up a wall. And with this Moon card, it's like, yes, you have beautiful energy inside you to create life, because this represents the mother, but Divine wants you to bring that life into a healthy, stable environment. And this person, whoever this is trying to siphon your energy, they are creating so much worry. I'm hearing they breed fear. We've got the 6 of Wands and the Devil here. So this person is all about ego, and they work in the Devil energy. So they're all about their lower self. They're all about conquering. They're all about controlling. And they're all about appearing like they're on top. Because with the Devil, oh, that was itching. The Devil, and then this 6 of Wands up here, it's like they want to appear like they're on top of everybody else. So this is the kind of person who, I don't know if you've ever been around a narcissist. Well, this person seems narcissistic, but people who have very strong narcissistic tendencies or traits, they have this thing where they will walk ahead of everybody else in a group. And so you might be like at the mall with them or at the park with them or whatever, and you're thinking you're gonna have like this nice outing, and you know, oh, we're together, let's all be together, let's maybe hold hands or at least walk together. They're like 10 steps ahead, just walking, you know, and you're like, well, did you come here by yourself? Why am I here? You know? And so there's something that I'm getting about this energy. Like if you were to create a family with this person, now maybe you already have, so you might already have noticed this energy where it's like there's not this feeling of stability that they're providing. There's not this feeling of protection that they're providing. Why? Because they always want to appear on top. So this is a person who would compete with anybody. They might compete with their child, and we know that that's not healthy. Okay, because some of us have parents that competed with us. I personally didn't, but I have witnessed that. Okay, I had other situations with my parents, but I didn't feel that they competed with me. But that is something that a lot of narcissistic people do, is they compete with their children. Okay, And you deserve protection. If this is a business that you are birthing, a creative idea that you are birthing, this person would compete with you. And it's almost like I see you like maybe working on a project that's very precious to you, very important to you, and then they come and they look at what you're doing and they're like, what is that supposed to be? Like, who's gonna want that? Or they might not be so obvious about it. They might just be like, well, what made you want to do that? Like, seeming like they're truly concerned and trying to help you out, but they're really just putting doubt and fear, spreading that, because they breed fear. Okay, they breed fear. This is because they live in the devil energy. And okay, so an illusion. There's an illusion here of, I'm getting with this Hierophant card, this could be marriage. Okay, an illusion of a potential for like stability within a marriage or something like that. But also, I'm getting that they're creating illusions around your wisdom, because your wisdom is coming through like that of a Hierophant, a spiritual teacher, a spiritually wise person. And so they're surrounding illusion around this Hierophant energy, which is yours, your Hierophant energy. You are wise, but they want to present you as if you don't know what you're talking about, or as if, I'm getting that like they want to make you feel like you're confused, but you're not. You might be eclectic, because I'm getting that like with this Seven of Cups, like you might like to have options with your spirituality. Okay, you might not stick to one set path because you realize that all of the different systems that have been put in place and created all around the world just reflect a certain divine consciousness. It's just how it's packaged. It's just the tradition surrounding it, or the names of the deities that are different, but it's the same frequencies. So there's something here about you giving yourself space to be you, and maybe this person is like, oh, but aren't you confused? No, you're not confused. You're open-minded. Okay, but with that Hierophant card there, your wisdom is not disputed. This person might try to dispute it, but it is definitely clear to see in this reading. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, there's some sort of deceit and lies and trickery that this person is up to. Please clarify this, Spirit. Okay, so go here. Wow. I feel like vent, uninterested, date, health. I'm getting that this person, oh wow, this person talks about people that are supposed to be dear to them behind their back. They vent as if they are uninterested. So this could be a person who's saying that they are interested in building a life together, they want to be stable and all of that, but really their actions don't align with that, and they're telling other people other things because they want to create other options for themselves. I'm getting that with date here. Okay, so this could be somebody who goes behind their lover's back and talks about a person that they're with, like to vent about them. That's really disgusting. Also, Divine is saying that if you are currently with this person, please guard your health, because I'm seeing that this being might have other partners that they're entertaining. There's definitely an energy here of someone opening up their energy to people that they shouldn't be opening up their energy to, and that is a reason to really consider your health. Okay, Please don't risk your health to be with somebody who is not faithful. We've got the Phoenix here. You are heading into a new phase of your life. You've changed your mind about something because you want a renewed sense of self-love. Okay? The Sword and the Rose, you have clarity and truth. You've received a revelation, and this revelation serves as your protection from any sort of lies and deceit that came through with that Seven of Swords. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Wedding rings. Wedding rings. I'm getting that this person, yeah, I keep getting that they say they want to marry. But there's a concern about stability and security. With the palm tree there, and then healthy choices. You're going to make a healthy choice. With Cupid's arrow, it says, have faith, love is coming. A surprise initiation or meeting that you might at first be hesitant about, but whatever this healthy choice is, because whoever this is that is talking behind their lover's back and all of that, clearly they are not the healthy choice. But there is a healthy choice that Cupid is bringing in with that Cupid's arrow card that would feel like self-indulgence, because you would be able to, I'm hearing, breathe with them. There's something about this previous person or situation that I am getting that some of you might still be with them, but you are planning your escape. You're planning a different path forward, okay? There is something here that would feel indulgent about being with someone else. But that's just because you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your self-worth. You're giving yourself time to heal and to integrate whatever shadows, whatever shadow aspects of yourself you may have been labeling as unlovable or unworthy. You're taking the time to love all aspects of yourself, and you're appreciating yourself. So whatever new path this is forward, you are able to really focus on yourself with this path. Okay, there might be some sort of nostalgia coming through as far as looking at old memories and maybe old pictures, but you're making new memories, and that's a great way to combat that nostalgic energy if it is problematic. Some nostalgia is okay. We are spirits having a human experience, so when we have something from the past, we do still think about the past. Sometimes we get a little nostalgic. Sometimes we might cry. Sometimes we reminisce, but we remain focused. You know, there's a little time for that, but then we remain focused on where we're going, okay? On where we're headed. There is a girl with a snake here. It's the empath and narcissist paradigm. Yeah, being charmed or used. There's someone who was trying to use your empathic abilities in order to siphon your energy, and you feel like an addiction to this person. They feel addicted to you. That's what they might not tell you, but you already have been receiving evidence of that, or seeing evidence of that, that this person really truly has an addiction to you. They never want to admit this, though. They hide it with sunglasses, so they try to separate truth from fiction. The truth is that they need you. The fiction is that they should remain with you, because once again, truth is that they need to heal themselves. But they try to present what is not true as truth. They try to present what is not true as truth. And their constant pattern of doing this has led to plans for separation. So you might be leaving this person. Yeah. With the axe. This has left this person heartbroken, but these are the breaks. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. These are the breaks. Okay. Oh. I've got some divine masculine cards in here. Okay, you got a celebration in store. You're celebrating. You will celebrate. You might already be celebrating because you're nurturing yourself and you're moving towards connections that are nurturing. There is definitely, okay, so this person who did not treat you as the divine being that you are, they're having dreams that remind them of their regret. This person sees you as a twin flame, but they know that they rejected their greatest blessing. They're watching you. And when they do watch you, they feel very guilty about the choices they've made. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. But also, there is something better for you because you are manifesting a beautiful union that honors your inner child. And I'm also seeing there giving birth to a divine being that you are meant to birth. Okay? And this is all because you are transcending, moving beyond this deception that has tried to keep you bound. And you are going to reunite with someone that you have known from a past life that supports your well-being and your freedom. Some of these got mixed up with the other deck. Okay. What else does this beautiful being need to know about where they are or where they're headed? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you might feel like you're going through a tower because you're releasing a lot that has not served you. But this tower had to happen. There could be a group of people that have kind of looked at you as an outsider. This could be the friends or family or flying monkeys of the narcissist, the narcissistic partner. Okay? They've tried to treat you as an outsider. Please tell us more about this, Spirit. What needs to be known about this? Yeah, they're a burden and they've tried to burden you, but this is because they feel burdened in life. They feel burdened because they were not able to guide you and convince you to remain with this person. They could not convince you that, they couldn't convince you that fiction was truth. There's something about that, like somebody trying to present fiction as truth. And they were all on board with this. They all see you as a master. They won't tell you this, but they all see you as a master. You might hear this years down the road, though. I'm getting that. I'm seeing that years down the road, somebody from this group that has tried to make you feel like an outsider because you won't allow yourself to be controlled by them and deceived by them, they are going to unload. But it's not going to feel like a burden on you at that point because you're just going to be like, yeah, I knew it. It's going to be confirmation of what you already know about this narcissist and about their flying monkeys. They are going to tell all. They are going to sing like a canary. And they're going to admit to you a lot of the things that have gone on behind the scenes that they have carried. They will have carried that guilt of all of that they've done to you. How they've tried to exclude you, how they've smeared your name and all of that. They're going to unload. And the whole time you're just going to be thinking, thank the divine that I left that situation. And it's going to be confirmation of everything that you already know and feel right now. They know that you're the master. They see you mastering yourself. That's why you have chosen to leave this situation. And they see you living with intensity. I'm getting that there's like no hesitation inside of you. So all that stuff that came through in the beginning is like, that must be where you were and what was going on, because I see a being that has made up their mind. It seems like there is no doubt. You know that you're flowering and you know what you deserve. You know that you are birthing something beautiful. Also, what you're doing here by leaving this karmic situation is you are opening energetic pathways for you to experience abundance within your womb. So this is metaphorically for your creations, and this is also physically for giving life, birthing a human being, okay? This human being or this project that you are birthing, it is directly from source. For those of you who are birthing a child or who will be birthing a child, this is a divine being that brings a beautiful level of consciousness into this realm, and they are going to be very advanced at birth. There are certain codes that they have access to that a lot of beings don't. They will be a very beautiful blessing to this world. Okay? Also, what I'm getting is the energy that you are in when you conceive this being is very significant. So if you are planning to conceive, nurture your vibe during that time of conception, okay? When you're ovulating and you're fertile, keep your vibe high as much as you can. Connect with nature as much as you can. Remind yourself of your beauty and create harmony in your world, okay? Yeah, this is something that you're moving away from, is projections, okay? Because that is a part of your past. And when you experience projections, you're able to identify where they're coming from. And for that reason, you're able to like identify what you're feeling and then trail it back to the source. Even if it's between you and a person that you are with now, it doesn't have a chance to fester any projections that might be there, because as spirits having a human experience, sometimes we do project or experience projections, not with an intention to harm, but it's just, it happens sometimes. So any projections that you experience now, they do not have an opportunity to fester and to become hurtful and harmful. Whoever it is that you connect with now, you communicate and you work through things. If there's a lack of trust, you identify the source of that lack of trust and you go with the flow. There's a really beautiful flow that you experience with whoever it is that you're with now, or whoever it is that you will be with. This feels like a dream. The relationship that you are manifesting, or perhaps nurturing at this time, if you've already met this person, it feels like a dream. And you have understanding with one another and peace. So your choice to leave this person in the past that created blockages within your fertility, it has completely changed your life. Your choice to leave them has changed your life. Something has slowed down, but in a very beautiful way. Not in a way that creates any blockages, but it's like whatever seemed fast-paced or overwhelming in the past, it's slowing down. Like your thought process is able to just be, you're able to be still and to enjoy calmness within your thought energy, within your mind. This is supporting your creative energy, which is why you are more fertile. You're more fertile. And it also strengthens your courage. So you're able to do more things. If there was something that you were feeling like you couldn't do, whether it was parenthood or starting a business or just birthing anything that you felt you were supposed to give light to, I'm hearing in Spanish, dar luz, which is to give birth. So you're giving light to something. I love the way that that's said in Spanish, but you have the courage and the strength to support this endeavor, whether it is a human life or a journey of owning a business or creating something that you share with the world. You're releasing control and experiencing a really beautiful, lighthearted playfulness, okay? Control was a way of the past. That's perhaps what you felt you had to maintain in the past because there was someone who was competing with you constantly, remember? They came through as the devil energy and they were always trying to compete with you. But now you're able to relinquish control because it's about stability and peace and protection. And so this gives you time to play. If you are a parent, you are creating time to play with your child where you are outside or at the beach building sandcastles with them. You are putting your feet in the dirt and walking barefoot. You might be outside playing with critters or whatever it is that interests your child and also perhaps interests you. There's something here about your inner child coming out to play as you are parenting your child, and that's something that is going to be extremely healing to you because you may be a being who was not able to play as much as you deserved to as a child or as much as you desired to as a child. And so that's something that you are going to be able to experience and fall in love with all over again, is that inner child nature that will heal as you nurture your own child, okay? I just have one more from here. Okay. Okay, there's a sense of aloneness that is going to dissipate as you explore possibilities, okay, for the future. But also, there's an aspect of aloneness that has not been in vain. It actually has helped you, or is helping you, if you feel alone now. It's helping you to manifest the possibilities for your future that provide a breakthrough for whatever exhaustion you've been feeling. I feel like you might need some time to rest because being in a narcissistic relationship is completely draining and it can lead to PTSD. Okay, so there's some sort of exhaustion that you are healing from. It could be from that past relationship that you're now experiencing a breakthrough because you're living beyond delusion. Okay, you don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. There's a certain level of friendliness. I feel like these are new partnerships that you're forming. Also, I just see this vibe in your home, in your garden, in your yard. Like there's friendliness around you. Whereas perhaps before there was vindictiveness or fear In the past, there was this lack of morality, which morality can be subjective, but it's just like all bets were off when you were in this previous situation. All bets were off, okay? There was nothing that this being would not do in order to compete with you. And now they're left stewing over what they gave up. I'm getting that if they had straightened up their act, been willing to be honest with themselves about their truth, and to integrate their ego instead of fighting it or putting it on a pedestal, one or the other, there could have been this sense of unity that they now see you flowing in with We Are the World. But now you are able to experience unity because you are in an environment that supports morals. There is a code. There is a high frequency that is being supported by you and the beings that you choose to interact with. Ashe. I love that. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I'm so grateful that they came through. And thank you, beautiful being, for taking the time to tune in. I hope that you got something wonderful out of them. I love you, and I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.